Welcome back to 2.5 Chicks. Today we talk about our pet peeves. You know, those little things in life that annoy us, they get us all fired up. Today we get pedantic about the little things that aggravate us. Things in a supermarket, or driving, or words we don't like, or some people's most inconsiderate behaviors. What about the things pet owners do? And of course, we keep coming back to kids. We may sound a little bit like a bunch of complainers today, but we're willing to bet that you can relate. We even think you'll probably be nodding along as you listen. Hey everyone, it's 2.5 Chicks, and we're back for another episode. It's Tess, Monica, and Brian.
Hi.
Hi.
I finally did it. I'm going to apologize ahead of time because I'm a little bit under the weather today. I'm getting my ass kicked a little bit by COVID this week. But I'm here, and we are going to talk to you today about our pet peeves.
Oof.
I'm sure the list is long, right?
Yes.
Yes.
COVID is on that list.
I think the worst part about COVID for me is the isolation part. I mean, we get sick, we get better. We get sick, we get better. But the fact that we have to stay so isolated with COVID.
I agree. The waiting is the hardest part. Just ask Tom Petty.
You're so good at kicking us off. I think we're going to stick with that.
Okay. I'm not going to put these in any specific order because I got a lot of them. I got told by my girl last night, all you do is bitch about everything. It made perfect sense. The first one I'm going to start off with, and I know I'm probably going to offend some people here, but hey, what are you going to do? I have a really big pet peeve, not really, of large people on the little carts in the supermarkets.
Large people on the little carts.
You know, I don't know what
the little carts. What they drive around, Tess.
You sit on them and you hit the throttle and you drive it up and down.
Like you have to put your groceries in.
Yeah. Every time I go to a place and I see someone on there, I'm thinking the reason you're on there is because is because you're big. If you did something about being big, you wouldn't be on there. I feel like that's like a lazy man's little Mercedes. It just kind of annoys me.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm going to fess up. I try to be understanding of everybody, but I have to kind of halfway agree with Brian that I look at them and I think to myself, they really could have done something to help themselves.
Yes, I feel that.
And they're not helping themselves by driving around in the cart instead of walking in the supermarket.
Exactly.
So if I was religious, I'd probably be going to hell right now.
Monica, you're insinuating that I'm going to hell now.
Brian, we know you are, Brian.
Oh, man. Oh, shit.
I can't even argue with that one.
All right, Monica, what's your first one?
Well, I kind of I categorize them.
Oh, shocking.
So I'll just throw a few out there. Driving is probably the one that has the biggest amount of pet peeve.
What about driving?
You driving?
I mean, well, I'll admit I'm a crazy driver. Mm-hmm. As sweet as I am, I'm actually a pretty crazy.
Brian.
She is. I get nervous riding in the car with her. I'm like, I do a lot of white knuckling.
But one of my pet peeves with driving is just people who are turning right. Now, I get it that you have to slow down to turn right, but do you have to stay in the center of the lane to turn right? You just hug the right side of the lane and turn. You can still make the turn. You can still do it at your, at your turtle speed, but for some reason,
get out of the way.
To be right in the middle to make that right turn.
That's fair enough.
Most of the time, there's a shoulder that they could go off on to make that right turn. That is one of my pet peeves, the biggest pet peeves. Oh my goodness, it drives me crazy.
They don't understand that Monica is in a real big hurry to get to the store to buy the new Men's Health with Jonathan Majors on it, so she can go home and flick the bean. Okay.
If somebody's got their blinker on and they want to get in front of me, I'm the type of person, like, if you know what you're doing, I'll stop and let you get in front of me. But if you don't know what the hell you're doing, you can get in behind me.
I agree. I agree. That's another one of my pet peeves, Tess. Somebody who puts their blinker. who gets in front of me, who speeds up, gets in front of me, and then slows down. It's like, why? What's the point?
I heard a funny one the other day. Em says to me, she hates this. It's a stereotype when they say all Asian women are horrible drivers. And I looked at her. I said, "Have you seen your car?"
Oh no! Oh no!
And she's like, "That's just me being a horrible driver. It has nothing to do with my, ethnicity. This is just me being a bad driver." We're talking about the person who got in her car. She pulled up. She was in San Francisco. She gets out of the car to go pay like someone at the attendant at the pay park. The kid's in the back seat, and the car starts rolling backwards, goes all the way down the driveway, across the street, and hits a Tesla. But it has nothing to do with her ethnicity. This is just, she's a bad driver. She wasn't even in the car, and she's a bad driver. So yeah, I agree, Monica. I don't like.
I mean, driving's a whole subject in itself when it comes to pet
I know.
peeves. I mean, for crying out loud.
I can go on.
You can go
for
on
a while, for the whole episode.
I agree.
Yeah.
Driving.
It's bad.
Go ahead, Tess.
There's a lot that falls into this topic of conversation, but consideration when there's a pathway and people are walking.
Mm-hmm.
And people stop in a group right in the middle of the path and talk.
Oh yeah,
you're like, you're gonna stop in a group. Can you move over to the side?
Yeah.
And the other day there was a bunch of people. I was at work, and there was a bunch of people gathered in this walkway, and I'm on a crutch, one crutch. I mean, not two crutches, but one crutch, and I'm trying to go by, and I had to go all the way around them. I'm like, really?
Yeah, that's annoying.
You don't see somebody coming, and so that's kind of a real aggravation for me.
It's the same thing, right? They should do the same thing as driving, right? You pull off to the side of the road when you have a conversation with your friends. You walk at the right side at the mall. You walk at the left side of the mall. It's been ingrained in us.
Just to pay attention to what's going on around you.
Yeah, we don't live in England.
And don't disturb the flow of things.
Stay on your side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Tess, going to that, like the supermarket, when, you're walking down the aisle and two people stop their carts looking at their product right on the, right together.
Next to each other.
And nobody
can't get around them.
Pass by them.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Boy, we got a lot of problems here, don't we? We got issues.
Yeah, we do.
Well, pet peeves aren't supposed to be real problems. They're just things that annoy us, right?
Okay, that's fair.
So I don't feel bad for having them.
All right.
I feel like, you know what? That's just, life is full of little annoyances. That's part of life.
Okay, well, I'll throw another one out there.
You can't be perfect.
Complain away.
I'm pet free. Everybody that knows me knows, I'm never going to own a dog. I'm never going to own a cat. I'm not that person. I want to be able to go someplace at the drop of a hat. So I don't want to deal with an animal. But you idiots out there with dogs and no fucking leashes annoy the shit out of me. Put your dog on a leash. Okay? I'm sorry. If you guys have a dog and you're not walking it on a leash, you're the problem.
It's actually illegal.
What issues have you had with that? Just because you don't want them coming up and getting dog hair on you?
Yeah, they come up and I'm a fucking dog magnet. They think I'm a kid magnet. Everybody's gonna come up. The only difference is kids don't come up and sniff my ass. Okay? I don't need the dog coming up to me, sniffing me, sticking his nose in me. And then you don't know. I just read on the news the other day, this woman and his guy, they have two kids, a 3-month-old
I heard.
and a 3-year-old. And they had 2 pit bulls, and the pit bulls mauled the 2 kids, killed the 2 kids, and basically put the wife in critical condition. I don't know if she survived or not. But regardless of the dog, I don't want it off the leash. It's a dog, people. It's not a family. It's not family member. It's a dog.
Well, a lot of people feel differently about the family member part, but I still think they should follow the leash rule. Because I, for one, have a dog that's not friendly right off the bat because she immediately wants to let people know not to fuck with her.
Yeah.
And when your friendly dog runs up to my dog might get mean, and then I don't want you giving me a hard time if my dog bites your dog.
Yeah.
So put it on a leash because my dog might not be friendly.
I also own a mean dog. Brian knows him. He's a pain in the ass.
I fucking hate that dog.
I met
He's a mean dog, and he is always on a short leash. I walk with him on a short leash. And one of my pet peeves on the reversal is I've had incidences at PetSmart where I'm standing in line with him. I have him on a short leash. I have him right next to me, and he's a really cute dog. The dog is adorable, and he has this adorable face. People pass by him and they start trying to, look, and they put their hand in front of his face.
They don't ask first.
And my dog nips them. like growls at them. And I
Because
go
it's a
back to them,
dog.
It's a dog. I'm like, why would you? I just said, I look at, they go, and they're like, I shouldn't have done that. I'm like, no, you never know if a dog is a nice dog or a mean
You have to
dog.
ask.
And even if it's a nice dog, he could turn into a mean dog. He or she could turn into a mean dog at any moment. It's a dog.
Exactly.
So Brian's right. I agree with Brian. You should always keep your dogs on a leash because they're dogs. You never know when something will trigger them.
You can keep your kids on leashes too if you want.
Don't even get me started on the kid thing.
Don't. I know you guys have a lot of notes.
I do think, though, that, I mean, it's like anything else. It's just consideration. You just have to say, is your dog friendly? Ask first. Just approach first. It's
I live in an apartment complex, and it says it all the time. Please keep your dog on a leash. You want to know how many morons out here do not keep their dogs on that leash? And you got to see that email over and over come out. Please keep your dog on a leash.
What about morons that don't pick up after their dogs?
Oh my God! They had some.
Oh,
kid. When I
hate that.
When I lived back home and I had my house, there was a person who kept coming around and cleaning up the dog stuff, which was great. But they kept leaving the bag at the bottom of my mailbox. I had a posted mailbox by the street. And every day I come out and I'd see this. I'm like, son of a beeswax. So one time I stayed home from work and I'm looking out the window and I see this girl walking a dog. She cleans up the poop, drops it right by my thing. So I was like, oh, okay, that's who it is. So I went out and I collected her poop and I saved it in my backyard because I'm not a vindictive person. And then one day I went and I followed and I watched where she went back to her house. And the next day there was 20 bags of poop on her roof.
Oh my goodness. On her roof.
My ex was like, did you do that? Because you have to drive by the house to see our house.
Oh.
I was like, fuck yeah, I did.
Oh, Brian, you were in the right. You were in the right. That's one of my right. I hate people who don't pick up after the dogs.
She did. She just left it in my yard.
Yeah, but still, that's not right. I pick up so well after my dog. I literally, with the bag, I take off everything that I see on the grass. I can't just do that. That's just rude.
Are there any words that piss you guys off, just the sound of the words?
It depends on whose mouth they're coming out of.
Really? It's not the word itself?
No. I don't think so.
I always hated the word nook.
No.
Really?
A breakfast nook in a house. I'm like, it's fucking kitchen.
I'm like, Tess, that's
not
like the most beautiful thing in the world, the nookie.
I'm fine with the nookie. And I hate it when, like, there's certain things that people, like, overuse. Like, when people overuse the word epic. Don't overuse that word. Or don't, like, the whole, like, moi, or huzzah, or all that stuff they overuse.
Okay.
Stuff like that annoys me.
Sounds like you're around a lot of salespeople. My sale was epic.
I don't think it's about, some people say it about parties. They say it about, it's going to be epic. I don't know, whatever.
I think there's a certain type of person that uses that word a lot.
I think maybe the only word, I guess if I think about it, Tess, the only word that really aggravates me maybe is irregardless.
Because it's really regardless. Right? It's not irregardless. It's regardless.
Exactly. And I was like, oh man, dude, come on. The only, the only thing worse than my Spanish is my English, and I know not to say irregardless. Okay.
One of my husband's pet peeves is the word pet peeve.
I'm
fair. Not even joking. I'm not even joking.
Talking about people and their use of words, people who call other people honey or sweetie.
Ooh.
I kind of do
all
that.
The time. Like,
I do
like all the time. No, but not.
I gotta be honest with you, Monica. I call everybody it.
No, Brian, you do it. Maybe I'm saying it the wrong way.
You mean strangers or?
Oh, maybe one of my pet peeves is people who use the word honey and talk to you sweetly, and they're not a sweet person.
Oh,
like they're being condescending.
Yeah,
like don't worry your pretty little
and
head
that's why
about
I'm
it
saying,
or something.
That's why I'm saying it's not towards you. Like you and Brian wouldn't fall into that category.
I see what you're saying.
Okay. So we used to work with this woman. I remember I used to tell Brian, because when she used to come in and she used to say, oh yes, sweetie, whatever you want, honey. Okay, honey, it's okay, no worries. And I always used to tell Brian, I cannot stand when she does that because I feel like she's the biggest hypocrite in the world. And I was right. She was very hypocritical because I would hear her say honey in front of people. And then when she turned around, she would say like the meanest, most vicious things about a person.
Ooh, now I can't wait to know who this is.
Yeah, you know her, Brian. You know
I probably do, but
I told you about. You probably forgot that I told you that I couldn't stand her because of that.
Yeah, a little bit of a.
And I don't know a lot of people who fit that, description for me or that category for me where I dislike them because I feel they're hypocrite. Because I do believe some people do use the word honey or sweetie, but I feel it's genuine. Maybe the pet peeves, I don't like it when I know a person uses those terms and I know that they're very vicious and mean behind a person's back.
Okay. That's definitely not me because I'm vicious and mean to your face.
Yes, that's true, Brian.
100% authentic.
Yes. East Coast strong. Okay, so this is going to sound horrible. So I used to watch all those TV shows like that the parents who think that their kids are really beautiful and they put them in pageants. So my pet peeve is people that sit there and brag about their kids and think that they're amazing and they're beautiful and they send them to pageants. I'm sorry.
I just hate it when they just over rave about their kids. Forget the pageant.
That's what I'm saying. But
I hate the fact that they put them in pageants.
The pageant thing is, yes, it's the extreme. But yeah, when people brag about their kids, it's annoying as fuck.
Over brag. I agree. Actually, I'm a parent and I agree with that because it's like they act like that's the only thing that's important in their life.
Yeah, and it is for most people because the minute most people have kids, they stop doing everything. Or they live in a place like Reno and they never started doing anything, so they don't know any better. I told them the other day, I said, you know what? Now I understand why there's so many kids around here because this place is so boring and depressing. There's nothing to do but drink and fuck.
Oh my goodness. Huge families.
They do. They all got lots of families.
And the pageant thing, like, is that a big thing? Because I haven't really met a lot of people with kids in the pageant.
It used to be. I don't know if it's as big as it used to be, but it was big for a while.
Yeah, remember that big girl was on it. They had that TV show on Lifetime or whatever the heck it was. What channel it was? Honey Boo Boo. They had it all about that. No one's ever saw Honey Boo Boo?
I have not.
I never saw it.
Yeah.
No, I heard about it.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, if we're going on children, one of my pet peeves is, and I'm a parent, is people who praise their children too much, but not because of what they did. Constantly saying that they're beautiful all the time, that they're great, that they're so smart. Because that actually can be very detrimental to a kid's self-esteem. And I'm not saying you should never say that to your kid. I'm just saying that if you're going to compliment your kid, compliment them for the effort they put in, for the work they put in, for their
not just because they're existing.
They're because of their physical appearance.
But being beautiful is not a thing to be successful about. It's not a thing to feel like you earned something or you're better because you're beautiful.
Although society would tell you something different.
Of course, because people like to look at beautiful people, but that shouldn't be something that you instill in your kid that because they're beautiful. I
used to say it about my ex all the time. She's the product of someone whose parents told them she's beautiful all the time.
Yes. It can be very detrimental to a child's self-esteem as they grow up. Because what happens when they're no longer beautiful?
Although she was the opposite, though. She actually believed them. So she treated everybody else like, I don't give a shit. Look at me.
Yeah, she had
yeah, obviously. Jealousy issues, everything. But anyway, that's another pet peeve of mine, jealousy.
Yeah. Anyway.
So. I thought of mine.
All right, let's hear it.
Go ahead, Tess.
People that won't admit when they make a mistake.
Oh, yeah.
That really annoys the shit out of me. When everyone can tell that they did, you just lose people's trust when you can't just go, you know what, my bad. I'm sorry I fucked up.
Like those of us who never make mistakes.
Why can't people do that?
I get it, but I get it when they can't say it back to me.
No, I mean, I have so much respect for somebody when they just own it.
I agree.
Just own it. It's like, it's so inauthentic when, it's like, if it's just when it's really obvious anyway, you just look worse for trying to
agree. And not being able to say sorry, right? Same thing.
Not being able to say you're sorry. Yeah, like, what's the bad?
I grew up with a mother who I think in my 52 years, I've never heard her say sorry once. Ever.
That was the thing about my mom. My mom was super reactive. The little stuff would make her fly off the handle. But she'd apologize. So, I just saw her as human and it wasn't that big of a deal.
I get it. I tell people all the time, it doesn't cost you a nickel to say you're sorry. It's the easiest thing to do. I'm sorry. And then you know what? People are like, oh, I'm over it. Thank you. Thank you for apologizing.
Yeah, you're appreciating how your behavior lands on somebody else. That's a good thing.
I agree. Just say sorry.
But I wonder if the people who are unable to say I'm sorry, they clearly don't understand that they need to say they're sorry.
Yeah, if I accidentally come in your face, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Sorry. How do you accidentally do that?
Sorry. Sorry about that. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I way overreacted to that one, but it struck me funny.
That's okay.
I was picturing how you accidentally do that. That's all. That was a funny visual to me. I'm like, how do you accidentally come on somebody?
Sorry. Now, look, I'm apologizing. I'm sorry.
What were you aiming for?
What were you aiming for?
The forehead. I was aiming for the forehead, but I got the
Got
face.
it. Yeah. Okay.
Messy homes, especially kitchens and bathrooms. Okay?
Why do you care about someone else's house?
Because I'm in it.
Oh, you mean as a guest?
Yes, as a guest. My house is clean as fuck. Okay? I got OCD about cleaning stuff. But when I go to someone's house and I see their kitchen, their stove is messed up, all the crudded up and everything.
Yeah, I get it.
And
Yeah.
you go into their bathroom and you go to lift the lid and there's piss on the toilet rim. Come on, man. You knew I was coming over.
Yeah.
I don't come to your house unannounced.
Clean
Clean
it
it
up.
up.
It's true.
Yeah,
it's true.
I get it.
If you come unannounced, that's your bad.
I agree.
But if you know,
No, Monica, that's still their bad. It shouldn't look like
no,
this.
but they can live the way they want. But if they knew you were coming, then yes, they should have cleaned.
Yeah, you go to their house, you see dog hair
polite.
all over their couches and stuff
polite.
like that. Get a
Well, you see that at my house.
I don't see it at your house. I swear to God, I don't. Because when I get up from
Really?
your couch, I don't have stuff on me.
I don't know how. No, it's really hard to control.
Now that you mention it, if you do, clean that shit up.
Well, we do, but the dog will just jump right back on the fucking couch the minute you do. So what do you do about that,
I'm there 2-3 times a year, Tess. I don't worry about your house.
But if you live closer to me, it could be a problem.
Yeah, it could be a problem.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Pay for maid service.
I already have that.
That's why you ain't got dog hair on the couch. If you know guests are coming over, then clean up. It's a real simple task. Or do this, or just FaceTime with everybody. Just say, look, I can't have you come over. I'm just going to FaceTime with you. This is the safest way to keep my clothes clean.
Just don't dress up when you come to my house because there's dog hair on the couch.
Yeah, that's true, right? And then I could tell them, well, yeah, okay, then I won't come over. I'm good. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. I got a problem with kids and dogs.
I remembered the one I was going to bring up. It was one that I thought of at the supermarket. In either the self-checkout lanes or where they do the product return
Okay.
lanes. I hate it in the self-checkout lanes when it says it's freaking 15 or 20 items. And people go there with 30 items and then take their sweet ass time scanning every little thing they have in.
People
Okay.
don't believe the rules apply to them. I
Drives
hate
me
that.
crazy.
I hate
Like,
that.
There's a line of people. Can you figure it out how you're supposed to press the buttons at this point if you don't know how to use one of those debit machines?
I thought you were going to, Mike, I
problem.
actually thought you were going to say you hate when they have the express lanes and they have 20 other, register people working, right? And not one person working the registers, but the only thing that's open is the self-checkout. Because that happens a lot here.
I know, right?
It's ridiculous. I went to Target the
That's
other day,
annoying.
Target, and there's 20 lanes and not one person checking out, but everybody's in line to use the self-checkout. It's they're just, doesn't anybody want to create jobs for anybody? So yeah, I get that.
They're trying to reduce jobs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I don't have the thrill anymore, right? If you buy something intimate, you want to see the look on that person's face when they scan it. You don't want to, oh man, I just ruined this. I bought lube.
I have never thought of that in my
I bought
life.
lube and I have to self-check it out. No, I want you to think, what's he using that for? Who's he using that on?
Right.
Oh my goodness.
What's your
you're
self-protection?
hilarious.
If I'm buying those things, I'm doing what do they do? The pickup?
Oh, yeah.
The
Yeah,
outside
because
pickup?
then they don't know what it is,
I
Monica.
don't want nobody to see me buying that.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, but at least they'll see me for 2 seconds.
No way.
and
If
I'll leave.
you order something
That's
on Adam and Eve, I get pissed off if they send it in a discreet box. You send that shit saying Adam and Eve.
You want everybody to know.
Exactly. Freak in 802. Freak in 802.
I can't have that, bro. I can't have that because I have the stuff come to my house and I'm not about to explain to my boys what the hell I bought.
If it has your name on it, they shouldn't ask any further.
Well, Monica,
right?
if you got stuff coming to your house and it's discreet
Exactly.
and it's theirs, you might not know what's in there. Maybe it's their stuff.
Well, we always make sure we pick the right box with our names
Okay.
on it. Like, I don't open their boxes.
Right now, yeah. Brian's saying that if it's discreet, you won't know if they're ordering that stuff.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I know,
No,
right?
I want to see the look on people's faces.
You are hilarious.
I think I bought condoms like twice in my life when I was younger. And I don't know if I told this story already. I remember telling my buddy about it back home, and I was like, he goes, "What'd you do last night?" I said, "I went over this girl's house and I stopped at the supermarket." And I said, I walked up to the register and I got a bottle of Jack Daniels, a pack of gum, and a box of condoms.
Well, you told us.
Yes,
the
right?
story.
And I'm
Another
like, this
episode,
guy,
yeah.
that guy looked at me like, this guy's going to have fun tonight.
Well, you're proud.
If I would have self-checked that stuff out, that would have sucked.
I always bought condoms in bulk online. I've never bought them in a store, hardly ever.
Yeah, I don't like those things. I don't use them. But anyway, they're a pet peeve of mine.
I use them for my toys. I don't need them otherwise.
Yeah. All right, Monica, what else you got? What else did you forget?
No, I was going to say, in addition to going back to the supermarket,
What's with the supermarket?
I'm telling you, supermarket is huge for me and driving. Supermarket and driving.
You just told us your whole life, Monica. Like, I drive to the supermarket. That's what I do. I drive to the supermarket. Monica, we gotta get you laid. I'm sorry.
I have no life.
Oh my God. I gotta pay for something. I gotta do something.
You just send an escort to her house.
Exactly.
Well, with a nice chest,
Yes.
preferably.
Don't worry, I'm working on it, Brian. I'm
Okay.
working on it.
So tell us, Monica,
Working on
about the supermarket again. What pisses you off about that supermarket? Did they run out of an item that you
I'm
needed?
laughing so hard. I can't even talk.
I hate when they have too many name brands. I want the store brand. How come they don't have store brand condoms? Would you buy a
would buy
box of
those.
condoms that said like A&P?
I would not
Right?
buy those.
A&P
What's the
condoms.
point? It's like pointless.
ShopRite condoms.
That would be useless.
There's certain things you don't buy name store brand.
Yeah.
Kroger's killer
No.
condoms.
No.
Rayleigh's really bigs. King's king size condoms.
Kroger's killer condoms sounds like something from like the clowns, remember?
Killer
the killer clowns.
I cannot laugh like this.
Sorry,
today.
Tess. So, Monica, I'm sorry, I stole your thunder. What did you hate about the supermarket?
When people are at the return line
Okay.
and they take their fucking time and they're asking the damn cashier like a million questions about their return. It's just like you show the receipt and you return it, or you don't have the receipt, you get the credit. What's the fucking big deal? Just return it and get the fuck off the
I had
line.
the image of Monica going, they don't have any more in the store, and I fucking want that. Would you just fucking return it already? Oh my Lord. How about you, Tess? You got another one?
Unruly fucking kids in public places.
Oh, yeah.
That's a huge one for me. Like,
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
have
we
said
talked
that.
I
about
know
this
we
in
had
the
a whole
past.
episode about it, but I can't. Like, it's too high on my list to not even mention.
Well, I put it back on my list too, Tess, because it's really important for people to understand your kids' behavior is your fault. If you're listening to the show, I know your unruly kid is not listening to the show. You're listening to the show. You're the problem. Or you were the problem, because I think my demographic is probably 60. So your kids are older now, maybe a little better behaved. But back in the day, you were the problem. Your unruly kids were fucked up because of you.
Like, I'll be at the movie theater and, like, maybe in the line to buy popcorn or something, and there are these kids running around, and they're really cute, and I'll be with somebody, and they'll be like, aren't those kids cute? And my thought is, like, they better not be going to the same movie I'm going to. I mean, that's, like, where my head is.
Yeah,
about
I
kids,
get it.
not how cute they are.
Right. You're like, don't, if you get on an airplane, don't let that fucking kid sit behind me. Don't put him in my row. Right?
Well, you know about my airplane thoughts.
Yeah.
On the topic of kids, like, I understand that people are annoyed by kids, but I cannot stand parents who mistreat their kids in public.
Well, yeah, I can't stand that
No.
they need to be mistreated.
Or even their no, they do not, Brian. That's
No,
what's making them all fucked up.
there's a way to parent, a way not to parent. I totally agree.
I don't like it when people mistreat their pets in public.
Or at all.
Like I
Yes.
know that there are pets who are really like my dog. My dog pisses me off.
Yeah,
all
your dog
the
needs a
time.
good swift kick in the ass.
Yeah, I'm not gonna kick him in the ass.
Animals don't
Or hit
understand
him.
that kind of discipline. They just don't.
Yeah.
Well, that's a
You
pet
can
peeve
kick a
of mine,
dog.
that-
They're not
that
gonna
pets don't know
equate
that.
it to the behavior. Brian, a dog's not gonna equate that to the behavior.
That's
just
fair.
not.
That's why I don't own them. So I stay away.
They
from
need a trainer, not a swift kick in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
I can't stand when people come to work and they don't clean up. You know what I mean? Take a shower, put
Have
some
some
deodorant
self-respect.
on. Clean
Yep.
up a little bit. I gotta sit next to you. I gotta walk by you. I have to deal with you
Yep.
at work, or yeah. I'm sorry, Monica. Just clean yourself, right? Not you, but people need to clean themselves. Monica, I sat next to you for how many years, and you used to worry about like, do I stink? I'm like, Monica, no, you don't stink. She's so worried
Sometimes
about
I
it.
think like smell.
No.
I'm like,
what would make you ask that, Monica?
because maybe I forgot to put deodorant or something.
Yeah,
Mm.
but I would be like, no, Monica, you don't smell. It doesn't have to be work. It could be anywhere.
I don't like smelly people
Yes.
either.
Or
Brian. I
people-
don't like smelly people.
or people
either.
that-
I hate going into places where there's a huge smell of BO.
Yeah, that's awful. Or people that just
can't
look
take
like they roll out of bed and their hair looks like they haven't even,
Yes.
like just bedhead.
Just take
Walk
care
around
of that stuff.
Bedhead.
Yeah.
That's someone that has been in a a loveless marriage or something that don't give a shit anymore. They roll out of bed just to get away from their spouse. They come to work and they look like shit. And please
I
brush
think
your
it's all
teeth.
types. I think it's young people, it's older people, it's single people, it's married people. There's all types that do that.
Oh, you know what peeves me about
really do.
kids that you just reminded me? Teenagers and now it's happening with adults. They walk around with what in the bathing suits, not bathing suits, pajamas on. They walk into public with
I've seen
pajamas
that
on.
too. And barefoot
Like,
everywhere.
what the fuck? You just rolled out of bed with pajamas?
Barefoot everywhere.
You didn't scrub your balls.
Like,
You didn't
why-
rub
yeah.
your JJ up. You didn't clean it up. You rolled out of bed and you went someplace. You're wearing
You
pajama
don't try to
bottoms.
make it look like you showered, even if you
Yes,
didn't. You
exactly.
fake it. I don't like the barefoot everywhere thing.
Yeah, well, I don't like women wearing
don't-
those black tight pants all the time. Now, I'm sorry. This is my man side of the
distracting
2.5
for you?
chicks. Well, no, it's very
Leggings?
rarely.
You
is
talking
it-
about yoga pants?
Yes, very rarely is it distracting. It's more of like, oh God.
You mean she shouldn't be wearing
Yes.
because they're not attractive?
They're yeah,
Really?
yes. They're just way too big.
All women or just some
No.
women?
Just the ones that know they shouldn't be wearing them and don't have good family members at home to say, honey, don't walk out with those on. I feel bad for the stitching
Yeah.
on those things. The,
There's a lot of people that wear stuff they shouldn't wear in public.
oh
You're right.
yeah, I'm just like, come on, are you serious?
But
the
on
reason
the
that
other
you're
side
wearing
of
that is
that-
because you got lazy and you got that big in the first place. If you wore a pair of jeans that were tight and you realized, oh wait, these jeans are tight, let me lose a little weight. No, you put the
So
leggings
hold on,
on.
you're not just talking about women in yoga pants. You're talking about fat women in yoga pants.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
that what you're saying?
that's
Yes.
pretty much what I'm saying.
Because if
That's what Brian's talking about.
thin women wear yoga pants, you don't mind.
I'm sure, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I'm a dick. Yeah.
Let's just call it like it is.
All right, call it like it is. Thank you. I am a shallow fuck.
Brian is owning his.
Yes, I am saying I am a shallow fuck. I was trying to keep the innocent out of it. The beautiful women with the tights, I was trying to keep them out of the conversation. But since you brought them into it and you had to put them on a pedestal, yes, I am.
Well, you were the one talking about the
I-
stitching, not me. So,
I gotta tell you, the people that create that stitching, they need to get medals of. They need an award for that, for keeping that
for how
stuff
it stays
together.
together. Conversely, if that's the right way to use that word, I can't stand women that dress all scantily clad when it's fucking 30 degrees out because they'd rather be sexy than warm. That annoys the shit out of me.
I don't mind them women, because the ones that are doing that are usually ones that fit into the spandex pants.
That's true.
I have a pet peeve with men. And maybe I don't know if this is shallow or not, but I really hate it when men wear jeans and their butt crack is showing.
Pull up your
I
pants.
hate that.
Oh, that's so funny.
Pick up your
Pull
pants.
up your
Put on a
pants.
belt.
Did you guys ever watch Dennis Leary do stand-up?
Yes, years ago.
Yeah, a long time
Oh my
ago.
God, he gets so angry about that. When he did in his special Lock and Load,
Okay.
he did a whole bit about people not pulling up their pants enough, like youngsters that let the underwear show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, that reminded me of that, Monica, but I'm with you on that. That's annoying.
I don't care so much about the underwear. I care about
Butt
the
crack.
butt crack. The underwear, if your underwear is clean, at least whatever.
Have you ever had
okay?
the urge to just try to throw something into that butt crack? Just toss
Hell no.
Just want to look at
roll
it.
up a piece
Toss
of paper and throw it in there.
No.
You should come out here.
What
Monica.
about,
And especially if it's hairy. Ugh.
I also don't like it if people wear flip-flops without taking care of their feet. If you're going to put those things out in the light of day, then take care of them.
Wow, we're really letting it all out there. Everybody here's really fucking shallow.
People are gonna be like, what a bunch of fucking shallow people.
Everyone has pet peeves. We're just
Everyone
talking
does.
about them.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Okay, here's another one I got a pet peeve of. Why can't they just make something a fucking dollar? Why do they got to say 99 cents and then you got to pay tax on it anyway?
Yeah, that's
Why
one
can't
of
this
mine.
be like
$3.99.
wherever your state is? If your state tax is
$4.99.
7%, make it a 93-cent item and then give them $1. What's the point of that? Is there a point of that?
I don't know what the point of that is, but I agree, Brian. It is one of my pet peeves. It's absolutely stupid. Add the tax into the price.
You guys got real silent after that one. So the other one I got
I
is-
never gave that one a thought, to be honest. That's why I got silent.
Brian has like pages of pet peeves.
So here's one that my buddy Joel would totally appreciate back home. I think this is going to be my granddaddy of them all, the grand poobah of pet peeves. M says to me all the time, we no matter what we talk about, and I get upset about a lot of things, but the thing that gets me the most upset is cyclists on the road with their fucking bicycles.
In the driving
That
lanes.
is my biggest pet peeve ever. I want to run them off the road. I want to bring a broom with me in the car and push them off their bikes and stick the stick in their spokes. I can't
Oh my
stand people that ride
Oh my
bikes
God.
on the road. I got in an argument with some guy because he's riding in the middle of the road. And we get to a stoplight and he's in front of me. And he's telling me, share the fucking road. And I told him, show me your insurance and registration. Then I'll fucking share the road with you. You dick. Get the fuck off the road. Oh,
Oh my
cyclists. She told me I've never seen you so mad.
Some cyclists can be dicks. And New York City has like the worst cyclists ever. They are so rude. They speed by you so quick. They don't apologize and they don't care about.
Well, most of them are delivery people. So I kind of get it in New York
But-
City. And at least in New York City, it's one-way streets, right? It's a one-way. They're one-way. But we're in the burbs, for crying out loud. You do not need to be riding in the fucking middle of the road. I'm sorry. My car is bigger than you and it goes faster than your bicycle. Get off the fucking road.
I hate it when I'm on like a walking trail, like a nature
Mhm.
trail or something, and bicyclists are going on the, they have to go on your left. And they don't have the, what's the word?
Wherewithal.
Well, the decency, I would say decency to alert you that they're coming on the left.
Oh, like, see, that's another one of my
You
pet
hear them
peeves,
all
though,
the
Monica.
time.
Like, on your left. I don't give a fuck where you're at. Slow down and ride behind me. Oh, God. Then it gets me all discombobulated.
You know what? This is a good session for us to like vent and get all of our anger
That
out.
nothing discombobulates me because now I hear on my left at the last second. Now I got to figure out what the fuck is my left and right. I'm like, what the fuck? Where am I at? Am I in the middle? Like, where am I? So yeah, cyclists.
Gosh, I rant all the time, so I can't believe I can't think of more.
Yeah, well, COVID. You got COVID. I feel bad.
Yeah, I don't like how COVID impacts my sex life. Pissing me off. Isolation.
Put a mask on.
Put a mask
Yeah.
on. I don't know if that's enough.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of something completely different. That's a different kink. But oh no.
What kink are you thinking of?
I was like, what kink?
I want to play burglar. Look at Monica. It's like, what?
Oh, jeez.
Just like, what kind of
And my
shit is that?
ex-girlfriend like to play burglar.
You're talking about like a medical.
Oh yeah, I meant a medical match. Yeah, sure. That's what I meant.
You're in a medical mess. You're talking about playing doctor now.
Yeah.
No matter how nice we can be to people, all of us have pet peeves. But it depends on how you act on them that defines who you are.
You can't be alive today without having things that aggravate you. I mean, that
Mhm.
annoy you.
Everyone has something that aggravates them.
Absolutely.
In closing, I would like to say that Don't judge me. Just love me.
And you to the world, Brian.
Yes.
You to the
Fair enough.
world. That's our show for today. Shout out to D, our producer, for everything he does to keep us live. To our listeners, did you relate to our pet peeves? And what are some of yours? Are they the same as ours? If not, let us know what we didn't talk about. Email us at 2.5chickspod@gmail.com. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at 2.5chicks. We're still looking for new ideas to chat about and guests to come talk about them with us. Do you want to be a guest on our show? Get in touch with us about it. You don't even have to use your real name. Thanks again for tuning in today. We'll be back with another episode soon. Bye.